Alright, let's talk about UX writing today. So, what is UX writing? What are the skill sets of a UX writer? UX writing is all about creating the content that becomes part of the product's user experience. Though content writers create content to market the product. So we just started with the basics, what actually is the UX writing and how it is different from the content writer. So as a copywriter, what you do, you actually create the stylish words, stylish documents to attract the customers, and your writing is more of sales oriented. But as a UX writer, what you do, you write in a simple words to explain things like your dialog box, error messages or confirmation message, and your writing is more of product oriented. And what are the other differences between a UX writer and a content writers? Like a content writer tells stories, whether UX writer shares conversation. It is possible for a content writer to work alone, but a UX writer need to interact more. They have to be more interactive because they need to contact different teams like product managers, stakeholders for getting the inputs. And the content writers work with marketing team mostly, but the UX writers work with the designers mostly. This is why we say that a UX writer must have a designer's mindset. As a UX writer, you need to keep ego aside and remain open to different ideas and suggestions. As a UX writer, you should have good interpersonal skills. You will have to coordinate between different subject matter experts, product managers, developers, stakeholders, and other UX designers. So what questions you should ask before starting any UX writing, before doing any kind of work related to UX writing? So first question is, what kind of assistance, on whether it is on screen text, hints, tips or help links, would you suggest, and where? Does the UI require user assistance or not? The second question that you should ask yourself is, how can I improve the existing on-screen text, whether it is page headers or labels or messages? The next question that you should ask yourself is, do the UI elements confirm the good designing principles and match with it? The next question you should ask yourself is, what information do I need from subject matter experts to better understand the functionality? So you should not feel shy or awkward before asking the questions. Always be open for discussions. This is why we say a UX writer must have very good interpersonal skills. Look at this error message. The first one is about Internet Explorer and it's just saying unknown error. So as a user, if I get this error message, I totally have no clue what I should do about this, why my Internet Explorer is not working. However, if you look at the second message and the pink label, it says the error number first, that can help the tech support team, and then it tells the solution too. Enter the characters that are seen in the pictures or heard in the audio. So which one you would prefer? Obviously the second one, right? Because it is more of a solution oriented. So let's say what we should do before writing any error messages. So most of the time, what error messages do? They help developers to debug the issues, and the error messages tell us about something bad that happened and that probably we have no chance to fix, and your progress just stopped and you have lost 2 hours of work. But that is not sufficient. You have to tell the solution. So no, don't blame the user. Instead say what happened in your error message and how to resolve it. Always create meaningful error messages that explains the situation, solution, and how to get that. For example, your test files just quit unexpectedly. Recover file and restart your system. Or unnamed file contains an invalid path. Service error code 257193. So it is always good to mention the error code so that support team has better chance to resolve the issue. I hope you got a good idea about the dialog boxes of error messages. So what is a dialog box? So the dialog box is a temporary window that an application creates to retrieve the user inputs. A good dialog box should contain a solution or a decision, or it should tell a story. So what is that? It tells the user why they are being asked a question, or it provides a solution or a decision. Let's look at some of the examples of dialog box. This is about saving your slide. The site cannot be reached. Check if it is a typo at wiki.fnis.com. So it's telling us about the problem and the solution. Example 2. It is from Microsoft Outlook. We need to know who to send this to. Make sure you enter at least one name. So it was about sending the email. So if you look at these dialog boxes, the story is pretty clear. Do you want to send this message without a subject? Don't send anyway. Save your changes to the file. Here they are telling the file name and then choose the location. This was about saving dialog box. This one is related to VPN connections from Cisco. Alright guys, this was a brief about user experience UX writing. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button to get more UX and technical writing related videos. Thank you. You have a nice day.